Today's topic is sedimentation process in water treatment or sewage treatment. Same. Sedimentation. Sedimentation process is the removal of suspended particles by gravitational settling. Before sedimentation, we use screens and grit chambers. Screens and grit chambers remove most of floating materials and heavy inorganic set level solids from sewage or wastewater. Sedimentation tanks are designed to remove a part of organic matter from sewage effluent coming out from grit chamber. First, sewage enter in grit chamber, then enter in sedimentation tank. Grit chamber removes solid of size more than 0.2 mm and of specific gravity 2.65. Then sedimentation. Sedimentation is carried out once before biological treatment, primary sedimentation, and once after that secondary sedimentation. If chemical used and chemical coagulants are used for flocculation of organic matter during sedimentation, then it is sedimentation added with coagulation. Chemical used for increasing the efficiency of sedimentation tank. When chemicals are added to throw dissolved impurities out of solution and occur chemical precipitation. Sedimentation tank. For the purpose of sedimentation, we use sedimentation tank. Here, out of three forces, the two force of water, that is velocity of flow and shape and size of particles, are tried to be controlled. But the third force, that is the viscosity of water and temperature of water or wastewater, is left uncontrolled. Velocity of flow can be reduced by increasing the length of travel or length of tank and by detaining the particles for a longer time in tank. Size and shape can be altered by addition of coagulants. Tanks, sedimentation tanks are made of RCC, reinforced concrete, and may be rectangular or circular in plan. Long, narrow, rectangular tanks with horizontal flow is preferred. Now we come plain sedimentation tank. First sedimentation is plain sedimentation. In plain sedimentation tank may remove 60 to 65% suspended solids and 30 to 35% of BOD load from sewage. BOD, biochemical oxygen demand, or organic matter, 30 to 35% organic matter or BOD from sewage. Now types of sedimentation tank. Two types of sedimentation tank. Two types of plain sedimentation tank. First is intermittent settling tank. Sedimentation tank or settling tank is same thing. First is intermittent settling tank or quiescent type tank. It stores sewage for about 24 hours, during which suspended particles settle down. The cleaner sewage from the top is drawn off and tank be cleaned off the settled silt or sludge. Tank is again filled with raw sewage. It functions intermittently as a period of 30 to 36 hours. So minimum requirement is of 2 tanks when cleaning. Second is continuous flow type. In continuous flow type, flow velocity is only reduced and the sewage is not brought to complete rest. At one end water enters and other end water outflow. Water enters from one end and comes out from the other end. In continuous flow type tank, velocity is reduced by providing sufficient length of travel or length of tank. Then velocity is adjusted by time taken by particles to travel from one end to another is more than time required by settlement of that particle. Design of a continuous flow type of a sedimentation tank. According to theory assumes or principle that sediment is uniformly distributed as the water enters the basin. As the water containing sediment enters in tank with velocity v, and enter velocity of flow is v. Discharge entering the basin is equal to capital Q. Then flow velocity v is equal to Q upon A. Discharge upon area. Then v is equal to Q upon B into H. B is equal to width of basin or tank, and H is equal to depth of tank or basin. Every discrete particle is moving with horizontal velocity v and downward velocity vs. This is the tank, rectangular tank, geometry of tank. Flow velocity is v in horizontal direction and vs is equal to particle velocity vs in downward direction. Resultant path, this is v and this is vs. So resultant path is this along BD. Tank is A, B, C, D. This is slush zone and height is H here, and full height from A to B, capital H. Resultant path is given by vector sum of its flow velocity v and its settling velocity vs in between v and vs along the diagonal BD. From the geometry of rectangle, assume that all those particles have a path of travel are above BD, diagonal BD, which particles above BD, this diagonal BD here. All particles present here above BD will pass through basin. So with the geometry of tank V upon Vs, this is V upon Vs is equal to H, this is length and this is height. So V upon Vs is equal to L upon H from the geometry. So settling velocity Vs is equal to V into H upon L, and substitute the value of V from above. Well, value flow velocity V is equal to Q upon Vh. This value is put in here, V in place of V. So Vs is equal to Q upon Vh into H upon L. H cancel. Vs is equal to Q upon Vl. The settling velocity of particles in sedimentation tank is discharge upon surface area. So velocity, settling velocity does not depend on height of tank. This is the important thing. All particles with settling velocity equal or greater than Vs naturally will settle down and be removed. It is the case when the particles entering at full height. Water enters from here. Then in such case, entering at full height, water settling velocity equal or greater than Vs, they settle down. Smaller particles having settling velocity lower than Q upon Bl or Vs will also settle if they enter at some height h. small particles enters at height this small h and velocity is less than vs, they also settle down. The all particles will settle whose settling velocity equal or greater than h upon h into vs, means h upon h into q upon vl. Number of particles of given size that are settled out is equal to y0. Total number of particles of that size for particular size of particles, settled particles y0, total number of particles that size y, and percentage of particles that shall be removed or efficiency is equal to y0 upon y is equal to h upon h. Now q upon vl is equal to settling velocity or flow overflow rate or surface loading or overflow velocity in output. Q upon vl for plain sedimentation tank range 40,000 to 50,000 liter per meter square per day. 40 to 50,000 liter per meter square surface area of tank per day. Depth does not have any effect on the efficiency of sediment removal. Usual values of effective depth ranges of sedimentation tank between 2.4 to 3.6 meter. Generally taken 3 meter, not exceeding 3 meter. Detention period. What is the detention period? Detention period, average theoretical time required for the sewage to flow through the tank or the time required for the flow of sewage to fill the tank if there was no outflow. Average time for which the sewage is detained in the tank. This is the detention time. Average time for which the particles of water or sewage particles is detained in the tank. So detention time T for rectangular tank is equal to volume upon discharge. Discharge is equal to volume upon time. So time detention time is volume of tank upon rate of flow is equal to V upon Q, means V volume is equal to width into length into height. So time T small t is equal to BLH upon Q discharge. This is the detention time. Detention time T for a sewage sedimentation tank ranges between 1 to 2 hours when trickling filter is used. Lower value of detention period when activated sludge process is used, that is 1 hour. Larger detention period will result in higher efficiency, but too long period induces septic conditions. And width of tank, height of tank generally taken 3 meter, width of tank kept about 6 meter and not more than 7.5 meter, and length height width length is more, length is equal to 4 times of width or 5 times of width, and flow velocity in sedimentation tank is equal to 0.3 meter per minute, and in case of circular sedimentation tank maximum diameter take 60 meter. So this is the process of sedimentation for water treatment, first operation in water treatment or sewage treatment. Thank you.